means family. Family means no one will be left behind or forgotten.
After the funeral and after things started really sinking in, it was kind of where the idea for Ohana Foundation came in, because we felt that there was a need for more help for families like ours that weren't expecting to have a funeral and having to pay and come up with the money in the most darkest time. And that's just really where the mission of Foundation comes in play.
I know it's one of those things that we wanted to, like, a family that's going through losing a child, the last thing that should be on their mind is the financial burden.
Right.
You're grieving the loss of your baby. Money should not be something that you need to worry about when you're going through the most difficult time of your life.
That was really the driving force behind starting our own foundation. And over the year after Noah passed, kept getting nudges, from above that we needed to do this. I think Ohana you have a good feeling when you hear the word and the Hawaiian meaning behind the word. There's also, the Disney movie. So these are just really good feelings behind it. And we wanted that feeling of family. And whether you're blood family or not, you come join our family. Join the community of infant loss parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, because it's a community that nobody really wants to be a part of, but you are. And
I think that you don't realize how many people are a part of that community until it happens to you. So before we lost Noah, you don't really hear too much about it, but then when you lose a child and everyone starts reaching out and people tell you their story, you just don't realize how many people are affected by it.
So it just opened up the conversations. And that's really also what Ohana is about as well, is we felt that along with the financial assistance for that immediate need after birth and for the funeral planning services, that financial need is such an immediate need. And it's very much something that we wanted to do, but also the other main part of it is we wanted to have that community and remembrance for the years to come, because you don't just stop grieving after the funeral. The Remembrance Program, I think, is all of our favorite things to do. The funeral application assistance, that's definitely, the main part as well. And every time we get one of those, we're so sad for each family that comes through, but also we are proud and honored to be able to assist each and every one of them. We've never had to turn a family down. And I think that has been huge for us, that we've been able to do that over the past 10 years.
Yeah, since the start, and each year, more people find out about the foundation. We work with more and more funeral homes and funeral directors, and we've helped more and more families each year as the years have gone on, and we're proud that we've never had to turn an application down, and we're so thankful for the businesses and the community that supported us through our golf tournament, birthday fundraisers, the kickoff party. There's been businesses that have supported us every year since the beginning. Our first golf tournament, I think we had 8 teams. I think it was 30 some players.
Yep.
And, we've had, the last couple have had over 100 players, and we've raised almost $20,000, and just to see that growth over the 10 years of the foundation has been really special to see.
Yeah, and we rely solely on donations.
Yeah.
And I think that because of that, because of the businesses and the companies that have surrounded us and supported us, whether it be for the golf tournament and this event, we couldn't have done it without them. And it's a partnership that we really rely on.
So our first Christmas in 2015, I received my very first Ohana ornament, which was a sand dollar. And I found out years later these were handmade by the board. And it was just very special because I felt like at that time, a lot of people had stopped talking about Charlotte, and it was just really nice to have a reminder at Christmas time that she was remembered and she was still a part of our family, and this ornament was front and center on our Christmas tree. As the years have gone by, we've collected 9 or 10 ornaments from the Ohana Foundation, and now Charlotte has her very own pink tree that is in our living room, and we have all of her custom ornaments on it, and it's just really special.
We are 100% volunteer organization, so we have 9 amazing board members that are just so passionate about the Ohana Foundation, and they volunteer their time and they go above and beyond to get donations and help with planning golf tournaments and galas, and everyone has jobs and families, and they're still willing to help us out, and they're passionate about what we do. And it's just, we wouldn't be where we are today without our amazing board of directors and all the hard work that they put in each and every day to help support this organization and keep it going.
So Amy asked me to be a member of the board in 2019, and I was extremely honored to be asked and excited to be a part of it. When Charlotte passed away, we were absolutely floored by how much the funeral expenses cost. And with her being a full-grown newborn, we wanted to have an actual funeral and a wake, and we wanted to show everybody that she had been a part of our lives, if just for a very short time. We wanted to have that, and it was expensive, and we were very, very lucky to have family split the cost. We didn't pay a dime for any of it, but I know there are so many unfortunate families out there who don't have that luxury. And so to become a member of the board and be able to help other families with these financial situations and with emotional support is just so special to me, and I am so thankful to the Greth family for bringing me in and having me be a part of their family.
One of the most difficult things of losing Noah was that obviously nothing can prepare you for that and what's
Right.
about to happen. It's like there's no book on what to do. So, you're going through tremendous grief and emotion, and your world just got turned upside down, and then you have to get to decisions that have to be made. I remember somebody from Albany Med coming into the room, and they're like, which funeral home do you want to use? And it's like, whoa.
Oof.
I'm still processing
Yeah.
everything that happened.
As a licensed funeral director, I often meet with families on what is quite possibly the worst day of their life. But many families are faced with financial concerns and certainly emotional concerns. The Ohana Foundation has been an incredible resource to us to be able to invite a family to receive that support from the foundation, not only financially, but emotionally. The loss of a child is like something you cannot possibly anticipate. The feeling of being alone is often a common emotion. But for us to be able to say, you're not alone, trust us, there are incredible people who have been in your shoes, similar experiences. You're not alone. To know that the Ohana Foundation will go out of their way to connect with the individuals, connect with the families the children, the siblings, to offer that opportunity for remembrance when it feels like nobody else may. It feels incredible to know that this organization exists. Amy and Kyle, you have been an inspiration to so many, and of course, all of those in support of the foundation. We thank you. It goes without saying, this truly is an incredible, incredible foundation. It is an honor to say that I first met you when you were sitting in those very same shoes. As terrible as it was, you have truly made a beautiful, beautiful foundation in Noah's honor.
You know, we want to keep helping every family that needs us for funeral assistance. We want to keep the ornament program going, the remembrance program going. But what's next? You know, what else?
So, yeah, I mean, one of our big goals that we've talked about kind of since the beginning, and it was almost a pipe dream, you know, way down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are 10 years later. We are trying to someday have a room at Albany Med.
The need for it is huge. There's a lot of families that come in from all over the capital region and beyond to have their babies at Albany Med. And unfortunately, you know, that's where a lot of the infant death happens because it is a more specialized hospital in the area. And so if we can surround these families with the resources that they need during their darkest time and make it a little less dark.
Yeah.
I think that would be the main goal of that room. Almost like a second nursery, but you're able to stay as long as you want and you have everything in there that you need. That is one of our goals, and we hope you're as much excited about it as we are. And we're just gonna continue raising funds for it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep trying to grow and keep raising more money to be able to help more families while also trying to raise money for this room. And we're hoping that we'll grow even more over the next 10 years than we did in the first 10.
Yeah.